First thing is we just need to understand the golf club swings on a certain angle, and we're always swinging inside, just like you'd be in a power shot in tennis. And we're creating this angle from this is what you do really natural when you swing. Now, as the club's heading down to hit a golf ball, it's on a downward blow, not an underblow. You'll see it hit the ball first and then the ground second. So we're on a natural, this is a natural thing. How we move energy is natural. That's based on your perception. From the front view, you can see he's not trying to get under, he's just applying leverage downward. So just imagine that bag there, he's just applying what? Leverage to the bag. He's not trying to get underneath, he's just applying leverage. That will hit the face, and the face will do what? Launch it up. And see, when it impacts slow motion, you'll see as the club's going through, it's going to hit the sweet spot of the ball, which is here, or the club is here, and the ball's up high. You think the club gets under that point instinctively. So you're trying to figure out how to get under. That's why you're trying to figure out, how do I get my hands like this to get underneath?
Well, I've always thought I'm supposed to be hitting like, with not even lower and bring that ball up.
Right. So this club face, this is the loft of this face. Oops. So all he's going to do is compress it off the face, and the ball is going to go up, whatever that loft was. The club is still heading what? Down. See, and that shaft's still leaning this way, so it's not heading up. In your original swing, you're trying to scoop underneath it.
Yes.
So your shaft is leaning this way. Oops, that thing. Because you're trying to what? His shaft is leaning that way.
Right.
Just imagine the bag. We're just applying leverage to the bag. The face's job is to do what? Launch it up. You're applying leverage on that. So once you kind of see that as a job, you're applying leverage to hit the face and launch it up. In tennis, you don't do that because a tennis racket doesn't have loft. If you did this tennis angle, that angle, the ball would just shoot straight into the ground, right?
I've done that once or twice.
Yes. At impact, you can see in super slow motion, see where it's hitting high on the face, not underneath the ball at any point. So the misperception is we get under the ball.
Yeah, that's...
So that shaft, as the ball compresses off these faces. So in the swing, this muscle that we're talking about here for you is to engage this muscle, this arm, and your core and your feet. And all you're doing is just simply going to feel like you're applying leverage using your core muscles, your feet, and a downward feeling. When I put the impact bag here, I just told you to do what? Hit the bag. Now, if you notice when you do that, my head doesn't move, but I'm not trying to hit down, I'm just creating energy down like a roller coaster. And the club is just gonna get in the way of my track. So really we just store up energy with there and it's over. The club will release out like a slingshot or like a catapult, like a bow and arrow. Just restored up energy, we're just gonna send energy this way and the club will do what? It releases itself. So when you saw me hit with 2 fingers, I don't control the release, I control the energy, the club just releases naturally. You're trying to control the club with your hands and your right shoulder. So this shoulder is your pivot point in your hands, which in golf it's the opposite. We don't do it from there. So what we are doing from, see, I'm playing leverage down and the club just releases out by itself. It just slingshots by us. So that's the kinetic force. So we're just down and let it fly. And the ball will get in the way. My job is to make sure that...
And your left hip will
it'll clear.
It'll clear.
It'll clear. Because you're going to see here when we look at your hit here in a second. So now we have a clear picture of how the club works. Now when you hit a ball, you don't go back and just recycle the same poor information that got you in trouble. So here's the last one you hit. It's not a full swing. You're doing your first version of swing. This was just a small swing. You can see here that you're not trying to do what? Lift it. That shaft is leaning what? Forward. It's leaning this way. Your hands are very what? They're quiet. See your hands, are they quiet over here on this one? No, you're actively trying to do something. Now, we did this in a short period of time, and I just gave yourself a different job. Just like if somebody teaches you a new shot in tennis, or okay, I can do that, I can try that job, right? But you're just applying leverage to this ball. And it hit the face, and you can see right at impact, what did it do? It just hit the face, and you'll see it launch up. See, the club never got under it, just hit the face, and the face is pointing up. That club's still heading what? Down. And you can still see here your hands haven't flipped over. They're very quiet. So if you look at your hands here, They're not doing a whole lot.
No, they're trying to hit the bag.
Yeah, they're just hitting the bag, and you're just feeling the muscles you're using are for you are going to be this muscle, and this arm is a lever, your core and your feet. You're getting out of your right side. You can have your right side to feel maybe the club face where it is, but that's it. But your right side doesn't do anything in golf. Over here, you're trying to do what? Figure out how to make it go up in the
Yes.
air. And the more the ball didn't go up, the more you would do this, and you'd start adjusting. You'd make it worse. Some days you'd be going up like, I don't know why you're doing going up. Now in tennis, you wouldn't sit there and not get the ball over the net. You would adjust the right thing. Through impact, the ball, you just hit all this energies into the ball. It is gone. So now you're just releasing energy. Your arms now can extend. Over here, you see you're in a whole different follow through. So your body falling backwards.
Mm-hmm.
Now this is what people are seeing. Hey, you came up, you didn't stay down, you didn't follow through. So they're seeing symptoms, but not what caused the symptoms. Over here, you naturally did what? You naturally went to your left. Your hips got, see how the hips get out of the way? Your legs, because they're stable, they're getting energy from there, they're going to move. If I tell you we're going to get some energy from it, they're going to move. The only difference in this swing, this is just your small version, not the really tiny one. This is just what we call a half a swing. The next swing is just put a full force stretch into it. You're not stretching here, you're just twisting. So I could easily come over there and push you over at this point. So you have no connection to the ground here. You just twisted your body up. So we need to feel, you have more resistance in this swing because you're feeling those core muscles tightening up. Because remember, we got to change direction. We don't have a short, we have to be in position to change it naturally, athletically. Once you stabilize, your hips went first, your arms drop down, and there you have a simple motion. A beginner couldn't do this. So I'm just taking the parts you already have and giving you a different value to them, and try to get you to see it in a simpler light.
Well, I know, I appreciate it.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
Now, if you came out every day for 15 minutes and just hit this little shot, you would advance pretty quick because you just got to learn that shot, just like you learned